Hello everyone, this is Eugene Fan speaking. I am currently at my workplace. I am exhausted and tired as hell, but I figured that I wanted to at least get this video out because the original plan was to go home and hopefully make this a much better edited video, but after the long and exhausting night that this was, yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. This is pretty much all I'm going to be doing, and this is pretty much going to be an unscripted and most likely unedited video as well. And I'm gonna do this all in one shot. And I'm using my phone, which I hope that the quality is good. The video quality looks good on my screen anyways, which is good. But I wanted to talk about this one anime which I have been watching for the past few days or so, and that is, of course, Kanata no Astra, or Astra Lost in Space, which, oh my goodness, I have to be perfectly honest, it is absolutely amazing. Like, it's from the same director, which is Ando Masami, who made Kuzuno Honkai, Gakogurashi, Hakume to Mikochi, all from Lurche, Studio Lurche, which has been amazing since 2017 when I started watching a lot of their shows, started watching seasonal anime pretty thoroughly. And Studio Lurche has stood out quite a lot in that span of time, except for Shichisei no Subaru, which is not a good one. But in any case, Studio Lurche. And with this, Astra Lost in Space. I've loved almost pretty much everything that Ando Masami has made, and Studio Lurche has shown competence once again with this one. I know that this is based off a manga by, was it Kaori Shinohara? I believe Shinohara Kaori, but whatever the case, this was an amazing show. And just to break it down for you guys, up to that point, up to when I started watching Astra, my most likely candidate for anime of the year was Mob Psycho 100, because season 2 just blew me away. Oh my goodness, Studio Bones did an amazing job, and I cannot be any more happy than what I saw with especially episode 5. Oh my god, episode 5 was incredible. But to be honest, I'm up to episode 11 of Astra Lost in Space at this point, which is kind of weird because every time I make these sort of videos, I'm like one episode away from completion. And yeah, but just to let you guys know, if everything goes well with the next episode, which I believe I heard that it's going to be an hour long or so, like 2 episodes length, that's going to be amazing, because even though the anime has pretty much covered a lot of its stuff already, an hour long episode would help it a lot. But if episode 12 turns out to be amazing, this may just be Astra Lost in Space, may actually just become my new anime of the year, which is absolutely mind-blowing, I would say, because, and I don't know, it may be a bit of bias, okay, but let me just say that the best way to describe Astra Lost in Space is that it kind of is a combination of Planet with Bakano with Shin Sekayori. That sort of combination, and all these 3 shows have that sort of mystery detective element to it, which I just absolutely adore, that sort of thing. Like, you guys probably already know, I've said it so many times, my absolute favorite anime is Monster, and it still is. And one of the main reasons for that is because of one of its mystery elements, which has been absolutely amazing. And Astra Lost in Space is just crazy when it comes to that sort of aspect. Like, think about Planet With. If you have watched Planet With, you know how crazy the twists and crazy writing of things, how they all connect to each other, how the questions are being answered and all that sort of stuff. It was absolutely mind-blowing. But Astra Lost in Space probably makes Planet With look absolutely tame. Oh my god, the different twists and turns that have been brought up. were absolutely incredible. I was mind blown, mind fucked, basically, with every freaking episode I was watching. And all these twists and turns. It took a really big risk. This show, this series basically, took such a big risk with so many plot twists, and yet I would say that it managed to wrap things up very freaking nicely. There were things which I did not expect was going to be a thing, but even though the hints were there, the hints of things were there, and it's probably one of the most fun anime I've had to watch all year. Just trying to play around and trying to predict what was going on, and what all the twist means, who is the perpetrator, what is the meaning behind them being transported out into space, all this sort of things. And I'll admit that there were times which I guessed it right, and some which I really want to talk about it. And to be honest, if all goes well, if this final episode goes well and does make me think that this anime is going to be absolutely great, I intend to make a spoiler-filled discussion video on Astra Lost in Space. I just cannot be satisfied talking about Astra Lost in Space like this. This is just too vague, and I urge you guys, every one of you, I'm gonna give you guys about a week, okay? If you haven't watched Astra Lost in Space, please do, okay? I highly recommend you guys watch it. It is only 12 episodes long, okay? I mean, sure, it's technically 14 because there are two 1 hour long episodes, but still, that's nothing compared to most other anime. This is standard fare, okay? And 12 or 14 episodes to pull off something that incredible, Planet With was incredible in that sense. The major problems I have with it is that it was a bit too short, a bit, and also what was it? The CG and everything. Yeah, that's another problem with it. But I would say that Astra Lost in Space took what Planet With made the foundation of and made it into perfection. This show is just absolutely amazing from start to finish. I mean, I'll admit that when the show started and like the first 3 episodes or so, I was kind of iffy with how they revealed stuff so easily. But with what the heck load of stuff that they brought out with this anime, I could not, you know, I would just have to forgive them. I would have to forgive them because they have done more than enough in order to cover for that. This has been an amazing show. Okay, it was funny. It was sad. It was, mind blowing. It was engaging. I love those things. Everything that I love about it. And Lurche, well, it's not really action packed or anything like that, sure, but Lurche made it look good. Okay, obviously, Studio Lurche has been really competent in that aspect, and I just cannot wait to see the finale. I'm going to be watching the finale of this anime tonight, and hopefully everything goes well. I'm expecting it to be absolutely amazing. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. This has been such an incredible find, and I'm very sure, guaranteed, that this anime is going to end up in my top 10 best anime of all time. This show just blows my freaking mind. I was literally blown away. Like, I had to stop and take a breather after episode 10, like a quarter of the way at episode 10, because of how that reveal, oh my god, that reveal was just insane. But all of this vagueness really does not satisfy me. I really have to talk about this in a discussion video, a spoiler-filled discussion video. So like I said, if you guys have not watched Astra Lost in Space, please do within this week, because I will be making a discussion video most likely during the weekend, next weekend or so, or if not, maybe somewhere during the middle of the weekdays or so. But regardless of what happens, I want to make a discussion video. This has been crazy. So I better just get to having my dinner. It's freaking 10 plus. Holy shoot. Okay, better let you guys off right now. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and hopefully that everything goes well. And if everything goes well, this is going to be amazing. So until then, yeah!